Good evening, yarnies, dirty hookers, and fiber fiends. How is everyone doing this evening? Sorry I didn't stream yesterday. I was just feeling blah. I had no energy. I didn't even do any crochet yesterday, even off stream. I did a tiny bit of tatting, very little bit of that. I just had no energy. Today is a little bit better, not 100%, getting there, but I don't know how long tonight's stream is going to be. Um, so what we were going to do last night, we're going to do tonight. I'm not certain if we're going to get to the needle point tonight. I'm not really feeling the needle point. Maybe after we get done the one stitch we're going to do tonight, I might do some tatting. We'll see how it goes. So, welcome in everybody. Hey there, Moth. Moth got first. Um, did you see the Excel spreadsheet cow pattern thing I started to make and gave up on? No. No, I did not see this. If you want to post that in the Discord or wherever, or if you have a link for it, you could post it in the chat. Hey, Blue Raven, your back hurts. Gotcha. I'm sorry. Sorry that your back hurts. Oh, okay. Not Blue Raven. Moth has got a Discord link. Oh, wow. Alrighty. Were you going to knit or crochet this? I know you mentioned in Tatterstream a little earlier that you're going to learn how to crochet or wanting to learn how to crochet. Let me see if I can pull this up. That is the Excel spreadsheet of a cow pattern that Moth was planning and he gave up on. Don't give up on it. You wanted to knit, but I think crochet would be more straightforward. Yeah, could be. Um, have you ever? I don't know how far you've. Why is that music? Music's a little loud. Um, how well are you with crochet? And hey there, RG Nag. And Llama says, hand over the snacks. I don't have any snacks. You're the one who has all the snacks. I have no snacks. So, hand them over here. Um, 8 rounds left. All decrease. Finish the amigurumi dog's head. Yay! Making progress, Blue Raven. You've crocheted for almost a half hour now. Like, total in your life? And you're like, okay. Okay. um, little bit of advice. Maybe practice a little more with the crochet before you're gonna get into a graph like that where you change colors. You can do it. You'll be able to do it. It's just gonna be a little more complicated because there are different ways of changing colors in your work. And if you want a cow pattern, the best thing probably was to do something called intarsia. Oh, thank you, Llama. Thank you very much, Llama, for donating to Project Linus. I appreciate that. Oh wow, we're at two. That was the goal. The goal was 200. I'm gonna have to up the goal. Happy Chris and Mary all here. Thank you, Llama. That is so sweet of you. So yeah, Moth. I could probably walk you through how to change colors doing the Intarsia technique. It's going to take patience. It's going to take lots of patience. Hey there, Claymiko. How are you? Alrighty, so let's get into tonight's thing that we're going to be doing tonight. I'm going to zoom out. So we're going to do this pattern. This is from the Crochet Stitch Dictionary book that I have by Sarah Hazel. Again, I am not affiliated with the publisher or the writer or the author or the designer or whatever you want to call it. Some quality club time. Oh, okay. It has been a while. Not a while. It's been a little over a week. So we're going to be making this pattern. This is called the Picot fan pattern. This is technically a 3-row repeat, but the first couple rows are to get established. And we're going to get right into it. So if anybody's crocheting along with me, let me know. And again, Moth, if you need help with learning how to crochet certain stitches, basic stitches, you said you've only been doing it for a half hour. I'm assuming you're doing single crochet, and if and when you get to that cow print piece or anything like that, I would recommend single crochets. I wouldn't recommend any other stitches because it's more about where the colors are placed and not the stitches. So that's what I would recommend. Again, looks around awkwardly, but a bit. Okay, what are you perplex? Oh, I thought you were already following me, Moth. Well, thank you. Was that what you were? Was that what you were perplexed about? Okay. Again, if you need help with basic crochet stitches, let me know. Basic meaning single crochet, half double, double,
Clary, can I get one thing straight with
slip
you?
stitch.
I do not see plays because I can nap at home for free. And I don't see movies because they're trash. And they got nothing but naked people in them. And I don't read books because if they're any good, they're going to make them into a miniseries.
You know, you would be a much more contented, pleasant person if you would find ways to occupy your time.
I am pleasant. Damn it, I just saw Drum Eaton in this morning at the Piggly Wiggly, and I smiled at the son of a bitch, for I could help myself.
That is Clay Miko's calling card. Yes, naked people were mentioned. Yes. Mentioned but not seen. That goes against TOS. Alright. So yeah, Moth, if you need any help at any time, let me know. You can always stop what I'm doing. And it goes for anybody. If anybody needs any help for anything that I'm not working on in crochet, let me know. Reach out to me. Alright, if anybody is following along with this pattern starts with the chain is a multiple of 12 plus 2. So my multiple here was 48, and then I added 2 to it. I'm not going to do one that large. I'm only going to do 36. I'm only going to do 3 sections tonight. So I will zoom in and move this out of the way. Again, if anybody's crocheting along with me with this, let me know so I can go slow. You've decided you hate picots. You probably hate them because you have to stitch into a chain. Just like I don't like stitching into a foundation chain. Alright. So, multiple for this, the multiple is 12 plus 2. So I'm going to do 36 plus 2 is what, 38? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Sorry, I didn't catch that message there, Clemiko. Finish your Santas by the dozen doily. Now the little one wants a Valentine's candy corn. Oh, like a doily candy corn or a three? Well, I don't think she wants a doily. So like a candy corn like this, but in Valentine's colors. That would be cute. That's why I make everything with foundation. Oh, with the foundation stitch. Yes. Yeah, if you want this pattern, I can send you this pattern. Actually, it's in the Discord in the patterns. You have to scroll back up to October when we did that. With eyes and a smile, yes. Yeah, that was really, really fun. And that'd be cute to do it in Valentine's colors, in pinks and reds. All right. So we've got our chain. Multiple of 12 plus 2 extra. So I did 36 and then 2 more, which is 38. So for the first row, we're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Single into the second from the hook, and we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And in the next chain, do a single. And they're going to repeat that all the way down. So chain 5, skip 3 chains, and in the next chain, do a single. What is everyone else working on? 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 8 stitches on a row. Shawl working up fast. Yes, that shawl that you're working on, Llama, is really, really pretty. I like that a lot. 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th chain, do a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You may be able to finish it tonight. Yay for a possible finish. 3, and then the 4th one, do a single. 2, 3, 4, 5. Or should I say, finish it. 1, 2, 3. You're hilarious. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. Again, if I'm going too fast for anybody who's stitching along with me, please let me know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3. And in the 4th one, we do a single. 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3 and do a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3. So you're making like big loops. 2, 3, 4, 5. When you get to the end here, you're going to skip 3, and your last stitch should be your 4th one, if you counted correctly. And this is what it looks like when you are done row number 1. You're going to have chains of 5, and then you do a single crochet, but the single crochet is done after you skip 3 chains, and then the 4th one is where you do the single crochet. So that is what you're going to end up with. Hey there, Black Rose. How are you doing? So that is row number 1. Row number 2, we're going to chain 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and turn. Or if you turn and then chain, whatever works for you. I usually chain first, then turn. That's a personal preference. So I've chained, and I'm going to single crochet into the arch. So into this arch space, we're going to do a single crochet. And then in the very following arch, this next arch, we're going to put in 8 double crochets. And we're going into the space, we're not going into the chain. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is forming the fan part of the Picot fan. So that is 8 doubles into that arch. In the very next arch, we're going to put in a single crochet. And we're now going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to repeat what we just did. I got to redo the chain because that did not work out right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we just did here, we're going to repeat. So that means in the next arch, we're going to put in a single. And in the very next arch, we're going to put in 8 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Ignore that. That was a knot. Ignore that. This is my scrap yarn. So that was 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to single into the next arch and then chain 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to repeat again. Single into the next arch. And then the following arch gets 8 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. When you get to the very last one here, we're going to single crochet into that arch. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet into our last single crochet that's here from the previous row. So that chain 2 and the double crochet is actually going to count as chain 5. And that will finish out row number 2. So what we will have is at the end here, we got our chain 5. We've singled into the arch. The next arch, we get 8 doubles. Single into the next arch. We'll chain 5. Single in the next arch. And then so on. 8 doubles into that arch. 1 single on that. Chain 5. Single into this arch. 8 doubles in that. Single into this arch. And at the very end, we're going to chain 2 and double crochet into our very last single from the previous row. And that double crochet and that 2 chains actually forms 5 chains. Blue Raven has a question. With the amigurumi that you're doing, if I wanted to crochet the eyes, how would I attach them to the amigurumi as it's meant to have safety eyes? Good question. Okay. I like questions like that. So ask questions. So, what you could do, and you can do this at any time. You don't have to, you can actually make the head, and then, even after it's all completed, you can put the eyes on. There are different ways of doing it. You can embroider the eyes, where you take a strand of cotton and a sewing needle and stitch them on, and use the stitches to form the eyes. Or if you wanted to crochet them, there's different ways of doing it. If you wanted round circle eyes, which you would do, whatever color you're going to use, do a magic circle, and into that magic circle, I would do about 6 single crochets, and then join it. And if you want it bigger, just do another round. Again, you would do the increases, so the second round would have twice as many stitches as the first, and then finish it off, but leave a long tail. Leave a really long, a long tail, and use that tail to stitch the eye onto the head. Or though, if you get into it and you get into needle felting, you can always needle felt the eyes on. Tend to crochet the eyes and then sew them on, and I'll add a little highlight with white yarn so the eyes don't look so soulless. Yes, yes, you could do that. Kind of like, well, it's kind of different. Let me see if I can find it here. This isn't a applique, but actually, this kind of started out to exact what I'm talking about. Forget about the rest of the eye. This round here had, I don't know how many stitches. And then afterwards, you take a strand of white, like Llama is saying, so the little glint in the eye, so they look somewhat lifelike. So they're not just, like Llama said, soulless. So yeah, I would just do a magic circle in the eye color. Do about 6 singles into that magic circle. And then if you want it to be a little bit bigger, do another round. And again, with that second round, you're going to put 2 stitches into each. So you have about 12. And then stitch that on, and then go back with the white for the highlight. Hopefully that answered your question and is it's somewhat easy to do. I mean, it's a lot easier than doing an amigurumi. It's flat, and it's just 1 or 2 rounds. I wouldn't do anything bigger. And again, I don't know how big the head of the dog is. I've done the final fast off. Oh, the final casting off of your shawl, and you're doing the border. Woohoo! You've pretty much have a finish. All right. That was row number 2. Row number 3, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn, or turn and chain 1, however you do the turns. And in row 3, we're going to single crochet into our first stitch, which is right here. We're going to put in a single crochet. We're going to skip this, and we're going to skip this. So we're going to skip those chains and that single crochet. We're only going to focus on these doubles that are here. And the way we're going to do this, in the very first one, we're going to put in a double crochet. Then we're going to chain 3. And then we're going to do a picot. So, again, in our first double of the fan, we put in a double, chain 3, and in the top of that double, we're going to do a slip stitch, and that is the picot. And we're going to do that for all of these. You're going to do that 7 times. And then when you get to the end here, I'll show you what we're going to do at the end of the fan. So, do a double into the double, chain 3, slip stitch into the top of the double we just made, forms the picot. And continue that. Do a slip stitch into the top of that. Oops. And then the next. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. And this is the picot part of the picot fan. Okay, I got 2 more stitches left of my fan here. 1, 2, 3. And do the slip stitch. And this very last one here, we're just going to do a double crochet. So you should have, I think 7 if I remember correctly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there should be 7 here. 7 picots. So that is the picot part of the picot fan. And let me. And then I gotta remember what we do next. Single crochet. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, in the next arch, we do a single crochet. So the next arch, we do a single crochet. And we've come to our next fan. And we're going to skip this single crochet that's here. We're going to, the next stitch is the double, and we're going to do the same thing. So that gets a double crochet in the double, chain 3, and slip stitch into the top of the double. That forms the picot. And you're going to keep doing that for all the stitches except the very last stitch of the fan. Hey there, Sue. How are you? How's it going?
Oh, God. Oh. 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 God. Oh, you're right there. Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh. Yes. 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 Oh. Oh, yes. 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 Oh. Yes. 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 Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have the cheese head.
Yes, the Chaos Twins have united, causing chaos as usual. All right, so while that was going on, I finished the picots for that fan. Really fits the style of the game Sue is playing right now. Oh, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Don't want to know. In the next arch, we're going to put in a single crochet. And then we're going to do the picot portion of the next fan. So double crochet into the next double crochet. That's a single, so we're going to skip the single. Do a double in the double, and then a picot on top of it. Mighty Purdy? Yeah, I do like this. Oh, whoop. I was doing chains. I did the chains, but I didn't do the picot. I did the chain. I was getting ready to go into the stitch. I didn't do the picot. I'm trying to think what you could use this for. I mean, this would be a nice edging. It would be a great edging. Just do enough for one repeat. I don't know what you could use it for. A scarf, more of a decorative scarf, because it's open in an area, it wouldn't provide a lot of warmth. I wouldn't do a blanket with this because, I mean, you could, but it's going to be too open. In fact, when we get to the end of this row, I'm going to look in the book and see what they kind of suggest that this pattern could be used for. I didn't even look at that. I just thought it was kind of pretty looking and went with it. Oh, okay. The yarn split. I am using my my scrap yarn that I use to do these sample pieces. And we get to the end here, we're going to single into the last arch. So that is row number 3. And let's see what they say that this stitch would be good for. Let's see, it's number 46. Oh, it doesn't really say. It doesn't say what it would be good for. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So it's forming these shells. And let me double check something else here. That alone would be a really pretty border on something. But I'm going to do another section on top of it. So if you wanted to keep going, we're going to chain 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. And for row 4, we're going to skip these 2 picots. These little bumps are picots. They're actually loops, because that's where you chain 3 and then slip stitch. So it makes a little loop. So we're going to skip both of those. And we're going to single crochet into the 3rd picot. We're now going to chain 5. 3, 4, 5. Skip the next picot. And in the following picot, do a single crochet. So again, we chained 8, skip 2 picots, in the 3rd do a single, chain 5, skip a picot, in the next picot do a single. We're going to chain 5, skip the next 2 picots, and in the single crochet that's here, and it's on top of this arch, we're going to put in a double crochet. And that is the repeat. So now we're going to chain 5. Skip 2 picots, and in the 3rd picot, do a single crochet. We're going to chain 5 again. Skip 1 picot. And single into the next picot. And chain 5. 3, 4, 5. Skip those 2 picots. And in the single crochet that's right there, we're going to put in a double crochet. Chain 5. Skip 2 of these, and in the 3rd one do a single. Chain 5. Skip 1, and in the very next one do a single. And then chain 5. Skip those 2 picots, and in the single that's here, we're going to do a double. And what that is doing, it's creating these open spaces, but it's also creating these arches. And these arch spaces, that's where the next fan will go. So the next fan. So that was row 4. Row 5, we're going to chain 5. 3, 4, 5, and turn. We're going to single crochet into the next arch, into this arch here. We're going to put in a single crochet. And then in the very next arch, you're going to put in 8 doubles. 8 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The next arch gets a single, and now we're going to chain 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. The next arch gets a single, and then the very next one gets 8 doubles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Our next arch gets a single. We're going to chain 5. The next arch gets a single. And then this arch, we do 8 doubles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hey there, KB Fibers. You can barely hear me. Is that any better? Okay. If you're not following KB Fibers, they are a multi-crafter. They knit, they crochet, they crow-tat. What else do you, is...
Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate that so much. My goodness, thank you. That was a different.
Yes, they crochet, they knit, they crow-tat, which is a thing I just learned recently. Spin, weave, and macrame. All the fiber goodness. Yes, we love fibers here. In KB Fibers, Cozy Nook, they loop and hook a crafting book. From couch caddies to lace cows, so fine, they knit with glee, their needles shine. Advent days with puzzles paired, shawls and gnomes none compared. With each cow they laugh and say, let's crow-tat our worries away. What fun we weave, join the stream and you'll believe. So yes, definitely check out KB Fibers. I am showing how to do this stitch called the Picot fan stitch. It is very lacy. It would be a really, really good, just if you just do one repeat of it, would be a really good border. Instead of the basic traditional fan or shell border, this adds a little extra to it because it's got the little picots. Yeah, I really like it. And it's from this book called Crochet Stitch Dictionary by Sarah Hazel. And I really, really like this pattern so far. I'm just doing a little sample, just showing how it's done. Yes, I love that. I love this book. And again, I'm not going to show you any of the patterns, really, but the pictures are very clear. And in the patterns, they give charts and written. So it's a really well put together book for beginners and advanced crocheters. All right, where was I? That was round... Oh, we're on row 5. So we did 8 in there. We're going to single in... Oh, no. 8 in the next arch. Single in the... Yes, single in the next arch. Chain 2. And double crochet into the third chain of our turning chain here. 1, 2, 3. Are you gonna try the crotat? Yes, yes. I was lurking in your stream the other day, yesterday when you were doing that, and it's it interests me. Um, I'm gonna have to practice with it because I'm just learning needle tatting. But with the crotatting, where you form everything and you gotta pull everything off the hook, sometimes I have troubles doing just a regular crochet puff stitch, and it's like a similar type thing where you're pulling the hook through everything. So it's something I'm gonna have to practice. I usually, when I'm doing a puff stitch, I snag and I have to restart. But similar to needle tatting, yes, I really like the needle tatting. So I'm used to the movement of doing it. It's just the technique I gotta practice. I haven't even tried it yet, of taking it off the hook when it comes to that part. Just take your time. Yes, yes. But yes, those of you who don't know, crotatting is a thing. It is a combination of crocheting and tatting. Alright. So that was row 5. And you can keep going and repeat this. Let me know if... Yeah, I would definitely let you know. Again, I'm just learning needle tatting. I'm learning shuttle tatting. When I try out crotatting, which I'm probably going to do in the probably next week or so. If I have any issues with it, I'll reach out to you. It's actually been around since 1860. Oh, wow. I did not know that. And I love those vintage patterns. Those vintage type things. Love all of that stuff. Alright, I'm going to do one more row. Did some research. Yeah, like I said, I love all of those vintage, any type of pattern. Crochet, tatting, knitting, any of that. A lot of the crotat patterns that you have are out of print. Yep. Okay, let's see. I'm going to redo row number 3. So, I gotta remember. Okay, I gotta chain 1 and turn. Single into that stitch there. Gonna skip this chain and this single. I'm gonna do the double crochet with the Picot. I'm only gonna do this one more row because it will kind of finish out the pattern. Because you want to finish a repeat on the row that you're doing the picots, because the picots are the decorative pretty part. I mean, it's all pretty, but it's the little, I guess, the icing on the cake. Yeah, I'm just learning needle tatting, and I did this on stream the other day. This is a modern pattern, and then this one here, and I'm still going to be adding to this one. And then there's a vintage pattern that I've started, but I've barely begun with it. So maybe later on, after we're done this crochet piece, I might go and work more on the needle tatting. I'm really liking it. If is there a mod around? If there is a mod, can we take care of that? If no mod, that's fine. I will take care of it. I gotta remember how to do this. Single in that. There was a bot, and I've noticed that in a bunch of other people's streams lately they've become more active the past couple days. I really hate those things. So all I'm doing is the double crochet with the Picot on top row. Okay. And I am almost to the end of this row. How are you, Gary? I was getting ready to ask Blue Raven something, but welcome in, Gary. Okay, I just gotta double check to see where I'm at. Headache and lack of sleep. I'm sorry. 6. We need to have a Picot. So, Blue Raven, is it alright if I announce your news that you have? Single in the next arch. Alright. So that is 2 repeats of the Picot fan stitch. Blue Raven, if you don't know, if you're not following Blue Raven, they do it all. I'm not going to go along down the laundry list, but they do it all. Thank you for the lurk, Gary. They also do music. They play the piano. They are guitar, and they want to learn drums. And Blue Raven found out the other day and made the announcement today that a drummer that has played along with Shania Twain and Gwen Stefani, amongst others, is going to help Blue Raven with some instruction with drums. So that's pretty cool. Somebody that has played along with those celebrities. Yes, and that is the YouTube channel for what is her name? Is it Isla or Elijah? Because when I clicked on it, it was Elia. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. I think I messed up my stitch here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Now I confused myself. Last year, yeah. I mean, the name always doesn't go with the name of the Instagram or the YouTube isn't always the same as their actual name. So that's pretty exciting. All right, so that was the Picot fan stitch. Excuse me, I should not be yawning. That's rude of me. So like I said, be really cute as a border on a blanket or a scarf or anything. I'm gonna run an ad here, and when we get back from ad, we're not gonna do needlepoint tonight. I'm not feeling it. We are gonna do some needle tatting. So everybody, grab something to drink, use the restroom, grab something to eat, and we will be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Let me move something out of the way real quick. I'm going to remove that. And let me remove that. Alrighty. Hope everybody had a good little break there. And I'm going to work on this tatted piece. Okay. I have learned I really don't like adding new thread, which I know will have to be done at some point. But I'm going to leave a long loop. Oh, there's a... Okay. So I am making, this is a, they call it a medallion or a coaster. This is from Handy Hands. So I've did the first 2 rounds on stream. When was this? New Year's Eve? That's what we did. And I'm going to work on the 3rd round. And if I can read this pattern, I'm just learning how to read patterns. Okay, so we need to do 10. We're going to make a ring. So you need to do 10 and join onto that. Okay. I think I can do that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Try to do this so everybody can see what I'm doing. Oh, I gotta get my crochet hook out. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there's 10 there. Okay, I'm gonna join to a picot. My stitches could have been better with this, but then again, I'm just learning. Okay. Do a join. Bring it through. Through. Up and on to join. And then we're going to do 2 and then a small picot. Okay. 1 and 2, small picot, and then 8, right? 10, join, okay. Yes, small picot. And we do 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close the ring and reverse work. Okay, we're going to close the ring. This is all in my way. If I remember correctly, it was a little difficult getting this. Thank you for the lurk up, Cycly. It's a little difficult getting this through these stitches. Okay. All right. Okay. Bring that there. Pull that tight. Okay, I did the thing. Now reverse work. So that means we flip. I always move the ball over to the left. I'm going to do chain 3. Getting the element as close to the other element as possible is the challenge I'm having. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's too far away. Let's redo that. That's 1. 2 and 3. Still too far away. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to spend all night trying to get this chain as close to this ring as possible. It's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Please be. No, that's even worse. There's also a flaw in that thread right there, which is not helping. Okay, we might just have to live with it. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna live with it. It's too far away, it's fine. We're gonna do a small Picot. And then 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Regular Picot. And 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. A small Picot. And 1. Okay. Get all of this through here. If I can. The eye of the needle doesn't like to go through. I'm using the correct needle for this thread. Okay. It's gonna look horrible. Oh well. Do the best that I can. It's not too bad. Okay. Reverse work. And just falling. Okay. 8 and join to previous ring. Okay, we'll have to do that when we get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. I'm really confused. where I'm joining. Oh, we gotta join down here. Hey there, Krusty Customs. How are you? I'm trying to needle tat, and I think I have this twisted. I'm doing. Okay, wait a minute. I've got my stuff all. Okay, so we're gonna end up joining like that. Yeah. This said this was a beginner pattern. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's how we do this. All right, it can be. I'm just learning how to do this art form. The other day I made that. It's supposed to be like a pendant or a medallion. So I did that, and I did the green and this orange peach color. So I'm adding the blue to it, to this. Yeah, this is called needle tatting. And I'm doing the thing. I'm very much a novice at it, but I'm getting better every day. Okay. So 8 we joined. Now we need to do 2. That's 1 and 2. Join to the same. Oh, we got to join back to the same thing. Is this all? I'm all twisted. I feel like an acrobat trying to get this the right way. Okay, I think that's the right way. If not, then it's going to be the right way now. Hey, Fiber Bunny, how are you? Oh, is there a mod around? If there's a mod around, can I get a shout out for both Krusty and Fiber Bunny? You have pie, all is right in the world? Nice. What flavor of pie? And then 2 more. See, if you're not following Krusty, he is a welder and he does pyrography, which is wood burning, and makes really, really cool art. And if you're not following Fiber Bunny, Fiber Bunny crochets and is a novice knitter. Yes, that is a cute clip. You have an extra strawberry swirl cheesecake. Ooh. All right. You have a whole pan. Okay, so that was 8. Join 2. Join 2. Oh, thank you for the follow, Birdie. Appreciate that. I'm trying to decipher this pattern. Sorry for the alert while you're counting. No, that's fine. And this counting isn't that difficult to count. This is very easy to count. Okay, so that was join We joined, and then we do 2, and now Birdie's a troll. I hope not. I've never seen tatting before. It's really fascinating. Yes, this is called needle tatting. I'm very, very new to this. You crochet. Not I mainly crochet myself. Earlier tonight, I taught how to crochet this pattern. It's called the Picot fan pattern. The Picot fan stitch. Do all different types of crochet here. A lot of education. I'm having an off night, so I'm not all running on full cylinders. I'm learning how to needle tat, but it makes lace, and it does the same thing when you use a shuttle. You can do the same thing with shuttle tatting. I'm learning how to do that too. And if you really want to watch somebody who knows what they're doing with shuttle tatting, if you really want to learn and watch somebody who knows what they're doing with shuttle tatting, check out the Traveling Tatter. She's inspired me to learn how to tat. So it's just a form of lace making. And this does the exact same thing that shuttle tatting does. It's just a different tool. And I'm liking it so far. I need to practice more with shuttle tatting. Okay. You see it a lot for like edgings on like handkerchiefs and that type of thing, and linens. This is going to be like a medallion coaster type thing. You can tat doilies too. It is a cousin of crochet, but I think it's closer related to macrame because you're doing a similar type knots. Okay. So I did 8, join, 2 join, 2. Now I need a small picot. Come on. Small picot, and then 8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and close the ring. Alright. Now, I gotta make this a certain way. I am in no means an expert at this. Like I said, I've only been needle tatting for about a week or so, and shuttle tatting for a little bit longer than that. So I barely know what I'm doing. Okay. I need to pull all of this. This needle is probably not the right size. That's what I'm thinking. I've got to pull all of this thread through those stitches. Come on. I'm also using a size 3 thread. Okay, I'm going to pinch that. So it's a little bit larger than some of the other threads. So all those stitches I made right there, this long line, is going to turn into a ring. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm pulling that thread through those stitches. And I gotta cinch it up. And that's the ring I just made. And I gotta get better at, that's really crappy. That looks horrible. It's not the best thread also. So that's what I did tonight, just the blue. And I gotta keep doing that same thing all the way around to all these points. Let me zoom in a little bit. That's as far as I can zoom in. Alright. Yes, yes. But needle tatting works up quicker than shuttle tatting does. That's one thing I like about it. But it's kind of like, if you've ever crocheted with this type of thread, where's it at here? I have done many crocheted pieces. Whoops, things are falling from the sky. This is crocheted. I did this, well actually, on Thursdays I have a special guest host. Her name is Granny Karen Cakes Marino. She'll be on tomorrow night. She did this. This is a doily little pattern from I think the 40s. So if you've ever worked with that, with the small steel hooks, that is time intensive. This works up a little bit quicker. Yep. Again, this pattern is a vintage pattern. She does a lot of vintage I do vintage patterns, and my special guest host on Thursdays, that's all she does is vintage patterns. So, but I do all types of crochet, you name it. I'll probably try it. I'm getting into amigurumi. I'm not a big fan of it. I will do some here and there. It's not my favorite. I love doing granny squares. That's like one of my favorite things. I've got a temperature blanket I'm working on that I started last January. What else? I make blankets for Project Linus, which is a nonprofit here in the U.S. and Canada that accepts handmade blankets of all types for children up to the age of 18 that are in need. So, all different types of things. Plus, I will be doing other stuff on stream, like, I was going to do needlepoint tonight, but I was not feeling it. I'm just having a totally off night. Do some cross stitch at some point. So, a lot of different crafts. Blue Raven, his last 3 rounds of the head is finished. Blue Raven is making his first amigurumi pattern. It's going to be a dog. And you have 3 rounds left. You can do it. You can do it. Alright. So that was 8. I could close the ring. Reverse work. Just about to ask if everything... Yeah, I'm okay. It's just... And welcome in, Shadow Arch. Yesterday I was just feeling blah. And today, somewhat the same. I'm just having an off day. But it happens. Major respect to the viewers' patience for amigurumi. Yeah, I've only ever done simple things. Like I made this candy corn around Halloween. I've done a little acorn. I've done a pine cone. What else have I done? That's about it. Is that a dancing cat butt? That's what it looks like to me. But yeah, I will do some ammies. Oh, it's a bat butt. I will do some ammies, but they're not my favorite thing to do. Okay. And I'm all up. Oh, that. Okay, that. Oh, okay. There. Anyway, I'm all about education. If anybody has any questions about crochet, I can help them and possibly lead them in the right direction. Okay. Okay, we need to do the chain. We do one, and then we join to the Wait, what? Wait. Uh-oh. Oh, there is a Picot there. I'm like, wait a minute. That's a really... I made the Picot too small, I think, but that's fine. One. Did I do enough stitches? Yeah, I did enough stitches. Okay. So I'm going to do one double stitch. And now we got to join. Okay, that's the join. Okay. I'm good with that. Did the join. 8, Picot 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. First I'm like, is this supposed to be a chain or a ring? No, this is supposed to be the chain. Right? Hold up. So I did all of that. Wait. Yeah, I'm following this correctly. Okay, wait. We did the ring, the chain, the ring, reverse work, chain 1, do 1 stitch, join, then do 8. Okay. Made the attempt at a sun catcher yesterday. Spent over 2 hours unknotting the thread I used for the hanging pieces. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so that's the 8. Picot. So I'm going to do a Picot. There's the Picot. And now do 8 more. So there's 1, 2. I'd be mad at myself too. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. A small Picot. And 3. So there's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Now we can close this all up. So I guess it's going to form... Let me just look at this diagram. How do we do that other... Am I doing this correctly? There's supposed to be another ring here, but how? I wonder how I'm going to get to that ring. Oh. Wait. Oh, I see where we're at. Okay. Okay. I was getting ahead of myself in the pattern. Trust the pattern. Trust the pattern. Trust the pattern. Because there's a diagram, which I'm trying to learn the diagram, and I'm following. I'm like, wait a minute, there's supposed to be another ring, but how am I going to, once I do this, how do I get to the ring? I haven't got to that yet. I have to do this chain. I didn't realize there was an extra chain before the ring. All right. That eye of that needle, I'm probably using the wrong size needle. And I don't want to change now because the needle does correspond to the thread, and I don't want it to actually affect the stitches. Okay. So that is the chain. We're going to do another ring now. That was the ring that was missing. Okay. Do we reverse work? Yes. We reverse work. So you're going to go over to the right. Get out of my life right now. Now we got to do a chain. No, we're not doing a chain. We're doing a ring. We're going to do 8 and then join somewhere. I don't know where to join yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we got to learn how to, we're going to figure out where we're going to join. Okay. Join to the small of the previous ring. Wait, where was, I can't even see where I put that Picot. Oh, it's right here. It's right there. I see it. I made a really small Picot. I don't think it should have been that small. Okay, pull that through and join onto the needle. Pull tight. Alright, so we did that. You need to put 2 stitches on. 1 and 2. Now we got to join to the peach. Join to the peach. Okay, we did that join. Then we do 10 stitches, close, do not reverse. Okay, we can do the 10 stitches. 1. This stuff's in my way. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Gonna move that down, I need more room. And 10. And now we can close this, in theory. Okay. hold that there. Get that off to the side. Turn that. Gotta be a magician to do half of this stuff. It would help if the needle would pass through my stitches. Okay. There. That was the motif we want, and I don't like that, that all joined. But we did that, and it says, do not reverse work. Where's my other... Wait, that's the thing. So that's what we have so far. We're supposed to do that, all of that onto each point. I think. Okay. Need a drink. Need something stronger than iced tea. Excuse me, I didn't mean to slurp that. Okay. So next, we're going to do a ring of 10, and then join on the picot of that. I don't want to add more thread. I hate that part. I'm not good at that. Okay, so we're going to do 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to join to you. Okay, I can join to that. I can easily join to that. Do the thing. Then we do 2. 1. 2. You scared me again. 2. Yeah, sure it did. A single. Small picot, and then we do 8. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You posted the Discord? Oh yeah, we didn't do the Discord share. We're gonna do that in 1 second, Blue Raven. I want to close up this ring, and then we can do that. And then actually, again, I'm having an off night. We're going to do the Discord share, and then I think we're going to go and find somebody to raid. We're going to do a shorter stream tonight. Just not feeling it. But I'm glad I came in and actually streamed a little bit. But let me close this ring. Elijah. Oh, okay. Elijah. Okay. And we'll find somebody to raid out to once we're done the Discord share. Okay. It's not the closest. It could have been closer. It's not really what I wanted, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it. I'm not picking this apart. All right. So, getting some of it done. Move that off to the side. Let me check here. Glad to see you today. Get some rest and hope you feel more on key. Yeah, I will, hopefully. We're going to do the Discord share real quick before we rate. And there's a bunch of pictures. Oh, Gary has posted some things too. Let's do that one first. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, why is that? Why is my... everything's all out of kilter. Everything's really out of kilter. Alright, this is some food that Gary posted. That looks really yummy. I don't know what it is. I see rice and obviously lettuce. What is this, Gary? You got the volume turned way down, right side. Headache. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you can't even see the food. Deaf? You're deaf? Well, if you're deaf, you can't hear me. Whatever it is, it looks really, really yummy. Looks really yummy. And I've only eaten a small thing today. I need to get something to eat when we're done here. So that is some food that Gary has posted. I don't know what it is, but it looks really good. And we're gonna go into the Whips and Foes channel. We already saw Fairy Dust Blanket. This is from Zorm Dazzle. Finish the blanket for a birthday gift. The colors make my eyes spin. Yes, the colors make my eyes... Oh, Gary says pork rice, side dishes, you wrap, and lettuce. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I just didn't know what type of meat it was. Looks really yummy. Yes, this is from Zorm Dazzle, and yes, the colors do make my head spin. I arrive and see food on screen. Good thing I'm cooking your cooking dinner. Hey there, Bells. How are you? Welcome in. We're just doing some Discord shares at the moment. It is pretty. I'm doing all right. I'm kind of having an off day, just not running on all full cylinders. So that is from Zorm Dazzle, and here's more of a close up of it. Yeah, that is very much making my head spin. So that is, I think they said it's for a gift. So that is that. Oh, another thing from Zorm Dazzle. I almost forgot to post the finished poncho made for my mother-in-law for Christmas. Size small, Karen, 1 pound, colorway in cream. Ooh, that is some extended stitches front post. Creates that textured effect that's going on there. Really pretty. Okay, what else do we have? This is what I posted. This is what I was actually working on tonight, so we can scroll past this. So that is some tatting. This is from Clay Miko. This is some crochet work. Santa's Baby by Santa's by the Dozen doily has been completed. It needs to be blocked. So one of the Santas is folded over in this picture, but I'm just happy it's completed. So that is a finish for Clay Miko. That is the Santas by the dozen. And if you look at it, the center is the pom-pom on the top of Santa's hat, and then each of these triangles are the hats, and then down here at the bottom is the fuzzy part of the hat, and then his pink eye, the pink is the eyes, and then his beard. So great for a finish. I don't know if Clay Miko is currently here. Yeah, she's not here at the moment. But yeah, that is really cute. That is actually by the same designer that designed the ghost oily that I did back in October. Marsha Glasner on the patterns are free on Ravelry. And then this is something from Blue Raven. Just finished the head. Rubber eraser just to show how big the head is. So Blue Raven is working on his first amigurumi of a dog. So here on the left is the body. This is one of the arms, I think you said, and then this is the head. So that's gonna be a sizable amigurumi. You're doing great. You're doing wonderful. He was having some issues with trying to get the stitch count and everything, and I was able to assist him. So it is looking really, really good, Blue. So we have that. And from Shadow Arch, new cross stitch started today. I love that. I love that craft tour. Yes, I love that. That is so funny. And then I'm pretty sure I seized the wrong day. Yeah, I like that one too. Very, very cute. Are these your own designs? Is this something that you planned out, or is this another pattern that was already available for you? It's one thing with cross stitch. It's pretty easy to do lettering because it's all squares. You found them? Okay. But yeah, if you wanted to personalize something, it's super easy to do. You're just making block letters, and you can find all different types of scripts in cross stitch that you can use. You can get to a script like this. You can do more stylized. They have all different ones. They even have booklets on nothing but cross stitch alphabets. I think I've got a book somewhere that's nothing but cross stitch alphabets. So, and then you can also convert a lot of cross stitch patterns into filet crochet patterns to do a similar type thing. It's all based off of squares or pixels. So that is some cross stitch. Did it tweak a bit? It was spaced a lot further apart. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, what you have done. Or what you're starting. Blue Raven says, only started on Sunday making the Amy. It's going to take about a week to... Yeah, you're doing great. Again, it's not all about the speed. It's about the journey and the process of how to get there. And I really don't like how far apart those rings are. Those rings should be closer. I might have to take that out and rework it. I'll do that off stream. Alrighty, I think we're going to go and find somebody to raid into. Again, I am not having... I'm okay, just not 100%. Just feeling off. I'm gonna pop up all of my socials, check out my YouTube channel and my Discord. I also have a merch store. You can buy Proud Dirty Hooker merch. So if you are a Proud Dirty Hooker like myself, it's a good way to support the stream apart from throwing money at Twitch. You get something in return for throwing your money at me and my store. So check that out. There's t-shirts, hoodies, stainless steel water bottles, tote bags, accessory pouches, all of those good things. There's also another design. It's just a word cloud of crochet yarn terms. So if you are not a dirty hooker, that's fine too. Just to throw this out here, and again, I'm not asking, just if anybody is inclined, I have a wish list on Amazon wish list. I'm going to snooze this ad. So if anybody was inclined, that is there. And I think we're going to go raid... Oh, I was just going to raid somebody, and they just raided out. Well, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to... I know. That's perfect. That's who we're going to raid to. All right, so... That is the raid call for followers. If you are a follower of mine, copy that raid call. I would appreciate it. If you are a subscriber, this is the raid call for my subscribers. And we are going to go and raid. If I can type this in correctly. We were going to go raid Tatter, Traveling Tatter, but she just raided that Spy Guy. So we're going to go and raid that Spy Guy. He is a diamond painter and a cross stitch. He is doing Wibbly Wobbly Wednesday, and that is when he is working on a Doctor Who themed cross stitch piece. So I'm going to turn my music off real quick. Everybody copy those raid calls. Show that Spy Guy some love. I will not be on tomorrow. Granny Karen is supposed to be on tomorrow. She's going to add a border to her filet crochet piece that she worked on a while back. So I will be on Saturday for Project Lioness Saturdays. So everybody, I'm going to start the raid. And everybody, have a good evening. I will chat with you all when I see you.